Hey everybody, it's KayBeast. I'm back after an extended hiatus. I think it's been about a year, almost exactly, since I've posted here. Real life got kind of intense the past year, as I'm sure it has for most of you. Um, yeah, it's been a year, right? So yeah, I have been watching a lot of studio vlogs from other artists lately. I really missed recording my own videos, and I kind of went and wound up watching a bunch of my old ones and just was like, you know what, I really miss doing that. I want to try doing it again. Um, I'm on vacation right now from work for 2 weeks. When I put the vacation time back in January, my family was planning on going to Indiana again to see my grandmother, but COVID happened, so that's not happening. So I decided to use the time off to work on art, do things around the house, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to try recording again. So, um, I don't know how long this experiment will last. I'd like to stay back longer than I did last time, but obviously things are chaotic right now, so who knows, right? So anyway, so the footage here is of me building a plein air watercolor palette. I have wanted to do some outdoor painting for a while, and shortly before my vacation started, I got recommendations from coworkers and customers about local trails in the area that were really nice, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna have 14 days off of work. I have watercolors I've been wanting to play with. I'm gonna go paint outside. So I went to the Tully campground, Tully Lake Campground, which is actually about 20 minutes away from where I live. It's just a quick drive up north. It was absolutely gorgeous outside, and I definitely have to go back. I'd never been there before, which is weird considering the fact that I've lived here for a while. I think I say that in a clip coming up as well. Um, but yeah, it was really pretty. I got some beautiful photos, and I recorded a little bit, and I kind of put together this little plein air setup using a drawing board and some like rubber bands and binder clips, and I started painting a little bit. I set up somewhere and I went to it, but I didn't really stick around, and you're going to find out why in a second. But this area was absolutely gorgeous, and I definitely want to come back. So, here for maybe half an hour, I sat down and started painting, which was kind of nice, but the rock was very uncomfortable to sit on. The wind was getting a little intense, and then halfway through painting, a gigantic spider fell and landed in my plaid shirt. Thankfully, I'm not scared of spiders, it just really startled me. So, yeah, I'm gonna see if I can find a spot to paint that's not under a spider tree, because, yeah, he was pretty big. So, yeah, thankfully. Again, I'm not spooked by him, but, yeah, I'd rather not get surprised again in the middle of a painting. So, let's see if I can find another spot that isn't like a campsite, because there is like a picnic table nearby that looks perfect, but it's part of the campsite, which is not for public use. So, this is the first time I've ever been out to Tully Lake before, which is weird considering the fact that I've lived out in this area for a while, but I've never been here, so I have no idea where the good spots are. But I'm taking some photos, so if I can't find a good spot to set up, then I can work from reference. And memo to self, bring a tripod next time. I think this thing will be a lot easier to use if I actually have a tripod rather than trying to support it with my tendonitis hand. So yeah, I actually wound up not finding another place to paint. That initial spot visually was kind of perfect. There was a rock that was flat and it kind of worked as a chair, but and I got surprised by a giant spider falling on me, so I decided to leave that area. I tried googling what kind of spider that was and I couldn't find it. It was either a fishing spider or an orb spider. Either way, it was quite large, and he was just as surprised about landing on me because he ran away real quick. But yeah, no. Didn't really feel like painting in that particular spot after that, so I left. And after walking around for a little bit longer, I started to get kind of tired, and I had been outside for a while, and I hadn't planned ahead as well as I thought I did, so I came home. I mentioned the tendonitis thing. My left hand has been hurting for several weeks, and I wound up going to the doctor. It's tendonitis, and I'm in physical therapy for it now every Tuesday morning. It's mostly a strength issue. in like the center of my palm. So my little plein air setup was a drawing board that I'm literally holding up with my left hand while I'm painting on it, which in hindsight was not the best setup considering my injury. So I need to jury rig some sort of a tripod situation with that if I'm going to be painting outside again, so I'm not fully supporting it myself. So yeah, I wound up coming home, but I did get some great photos, including from the spot that I was sitting in. So I just set up my overhead painting setup that I've had for a while, propped up my phone, and just painted from the photo, which is not the same as painting from life. Like, it definitely felt different. Painting at the site there for the few minutes that I did felt great. And I wish that my setup was better because I would have stayed for a while. So, you know, it's definitely something I want to try and revisit. This particular painting is not the best thing I've ever made, for sure. Landscapes are not something that I've done a lot of, and I definitely want to practice more. So this is a little rough, but it was a good experiment, practicing a new setup. I'm also using paints that are fairly new that I haven't used a lot. It's the Mission Magello Gold Pure Pigment set, by the way. I got the 32 set. I upgraded my art supplies earlier this summer. I got new color pencils. I got the Faber-Castell Polychromos. I got the new paints. I got some new paper to try. I splurged and got some really new brushes. I got these silver brush, what are they called? Black velvet brushes. I got a few of those so that I would actually have like professional grade supplies. And I definitely intend to play with them more and record some of those experiments as well for studio vlogs. But yeah, it was a fun little trip. I fell back on my Pentel Pocket Brush Pen to finish the piece like I typically do, which is something I haven't done in a while, and it was kind of nice. But yeah, it was a fun little experiment. I was hoping to discuss more, you know, recent events and my plans for things, but you know, this video wound up being shorter than I thought, but it's okay. I'm hoping to do weekly studio vlogs every Wednesday, even when I go back to work. My current schedule at work, I'm always off on Tuesdays. My brother always works on Tuesday and he doesn't drive, so I just took those days off so I could take him to work, always have a day to do errands. It's also when I have my doctor's appointments in the morning, and I think Tuesdays would be a good editing day since I'm already off. So yeah, I'll try to come back a little more regularly. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If there's anything in particular you guys have wanted to see from me for a while, any questions you have for me, you know, during my absence, let me know in the comments below and I'll try to address them in future videos. But I'm hoping to be back for a while because I honestly missed making videos. So thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll see you next week. Bye.